I am Charlie Winburn, your life coach with Renew Community Church right here in the city of Cincinnati. And I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health even as your soul prospers. Did you know that you are both human and divine and that you deserve to live a better life in Christ right here on earth? Our messages are practical, they are raw, they're fun, and they are focused on real issues as it relates to your spiritual life, health life, your mental life, your financial life, your relationship life, and even your business life and community life. Today, we have another real life application message designed especially for you and your family. Remember, before we get started today, you can learn more about Renew Community Church free life coaching by visiting our website, renewcommunitychurch.org, or you can listen to us every Sunday at 11:45 a.m. each Sunday on YouTube, Renew Community Church live stream, or reach me at 513-884-7832. I want you to join me now for another life-changing message with Charlie Winburn, your life coach, right here in the city of Cincinnati, Cincinnati, Ohio.
Good morning, Renew Community Church family. What a beautiful day to be happy in the Lord. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Sunday morning masterclass with Coach Charlie Winburn. Get ready today, guys, for an awesome message entitled, he's still in the Take Back series called Take Back Your Life series. Today's message is entitled, 80% of Americans wake up every morning with zero goals. Is that you? 80% of Americans wake up every morning with zero goals. Is that you? If it is, you will learn how to rewrite your 2024 goals today. Coach Winburn will teach you and show you today how to rewrite your 2024 goals. You will learn today. So get ready. Get everything you need. Get your coffee, get your drink, get everything you need. Shortly, Coach Winburn will be up with an awesome message entitled, 80% of Americans wake up every morning with zero goals. Is that you? You will find out if is that you today. So get ready, and get ready. Well, we would like for you to share today. This will be an awesome message. You can share this message with anybody because 80%, that's a lot of Americans walking around and waking up with zero goals. So you will learn today how to write these goals. So share this message today. Share, subscribe, and write. This is going to be an awesome, awesome, awesome message. So get ready. So as usual, I like to do what's called a recap. I like to go back and look at what the message was last week and take some excerpts from that and tell you what Coach Winburn said about last week's message. And last week's message was entitled Take Back Your Life. It was a Take Back Your Life series, and it was called Physical and Mental Health. It's not too late to be healed. It is your divine and human right to be healed. But before I do that, I like to do the 31-day focus life story calendar. And what we do with the 31-day life focus calendar is we tell one story each day, 3 times a day, 60 seconds each day for 31 days. And today is September the 17th. So we like to do the 17th and the 18th. So this September the 17th, it is my divine and human right to be free and walk in freedom today. So it is my divine, it is your divine and human right to walk in freedom today. You have a right to walk in freedom today. That's a right, God-given right to you to walk in freedom. The 18th, it is my divine and human right to live in the presence of God today. So you can, it is your divine and human right to walk in the presence of God today. It is your divine and human right. And that's a right that you have from God. So take advantage of it. Take advantage of that right that He's giving you. Because if you do, we learn that it takes approximately 21 days to get rid of the negative vibrations. It takes approximately 21 days to get rid of all the negative vibrations. But in 31 days, you would have created for yourself a positive and life-changing emotional vibration. All right, so the recap. So with the recap, we know the foundational scripture is Romans 12:2, and we're all familiar with that. And don't be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of our minds. And there's our two minds, our conscious mind and our subconscious mind. We learn that it's never too late to turn your physical and mental health around. It's never too late to turn your physical and mental health around. No matter how young you are, no matter how old you are, it's never too late if you don't give up and you don't quit. It's never too late if you don't give up and if you don't quit. God has given humanity through the laws of God. Every 60 seconds, he do that every 60 seconds to jumpstart our lives at any times. So every 60 seconds, we got an opportunity to reset or jumpstart our lives. Every 60 seconds. God has designed universal laws in the universe just to help us navigate and be successful on the earth. He put these laws in place for us to be successful on this earth. And it works for anybody. These laws just doesn't apply just to Christians, just to white folks, just to black folks. It doesn't matter. It doesn't discriminate. It applies to anyone who apply these principles. Remember, God is not against you. God is on your side. He's not against you. You may be against yourself and thinking it's God, but God is not against you. He loves you, and He's on your side. If you're breathing, if you're conscious and able to move around, you have the opportunity to turn your life around in a few days, a few months, or even a few years. You have the opportunity to do that if you're breathing and conscious and able to move. You can turn your life around. God has given us every 60 seconds. He's given us what? Blood that circulates through our vascular system. Every 60 seconds, our blood circulates through our vascular system. Every 60 seconds, your heart beats 60 to 100 times a minute. You are carrying a negative or positive emotions every 60 seconds. The universe is giving you back exactly what you are putting out every 60 seconds. Whatever you're putting out, you're getting it back every 60 seconds. Whether negative or positive, you're getting it back. He talked about the human suffering. Most human suffering is self-inflicted. Most of the human suffering is self-inflicted. Regarding your very own negative beliefs, emotions, your memories, your perceptions, and your behaviors. Based on them things, your beliefs, your emotions, your perceptions, and your behaviors. Self-inflicted. based upon the way you believe, your memories. He talked about 10 root causes of human stress, suffering, and aging. 10 root causes of human stress. Number one, we've heard some of these before, all of them before, actually. The relationship shift from high vibrations or high energy to low energy and low vibrations. And the relationships become toxic. Second thing, transgenerational epigenetics, the things that was passed along to us. Adverse fetal trauma. This is coined by Coach Winburn. Adverse fetal trauma, things that's going on with the baby going on with the baby while the mother's carrying the baby in the womb. Adverse fetal trauma. And then we have the unresolved adverse childhood experiences. Adverse childhood experiences that have not been resolved. They take over and go into our adult life. 70% negative parental trustee programming. 70% negative programming from our parents. They didn't mean to mess us up, but they did. They did the best that they could. Someone messed them up. Heavy metals. Electromagnetic frequencies. EMFs. A cluttered life. These are just some of the 10 causes of human stress. Relationship hormonal imbalance. People tend to minimize that, but there is a relationship hormonal imbalance in an individual, then it messes up their life until they get that's corrected. And then we got the optimism killers. The optimism killers. So these are the 10 root causes of human suffering. Then he talked about the impacts of stress. Stress activates 95% of health and mental conditions. Stress activates 95% of health and mental conditions. 95%. That is a lot. Stress does that. 95%. Negative emotions activate stress. So you walking around here with negative emotions, you activating stress in your life. You don't have to do that. You're walking around with stress in your life. But the good thing is there's a solution. There's 4 solutions to a better health and mental health. 4 solutions. Practice these simple universal laws of God to turn your life around. And you practice these at least for 21 to 31 days. 21 to 30 days. And they're laws. Law number 1, love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength. You have to do that. You have to love the Lord with all your heart and your soul and with all your mind and your strength. That's a lot of love. But you could do that. You have to love the Lord like that. Law number 2, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Now, that's where we may struggle sometimes. Some of us don't even know our neighbors. Some of us have been living beside our neighbors for 10 years and don't even know their names. We must love our neighbors as ourselves. There is no other commandment greater than that. There's no other commandment greater than that. And again, some of us don't even know our neighbors. We don't even talk to them. We don't even speak to our neighbors. Love your neighbors as yourself. Law number 3, Law of attraction attracts good health and good mental. Like attract like, sameness attract sameness. Law number 4 is the law of vibrations. Every human being has their very own vibrational signature or vibrational brand. Every human being has a very own vibrational signature or vibrational brand. Remember, how you think is how you feel. How you feel becomes an emotion. That emotion becomes a vibration. Your vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So you want to be a magnet, a positive magnet, attracting positive things to you. And with that, I would like to bring up Brother Adam.
Thank you, Brother Sarge. Brother Sarge always bringing us back so we can come forward with our recaps. We got to thank Brother Sarge for that. He always helps me get more clarity on the message that I heard last week, and it reiterates it in my mind, so I'm very grateful for Brother Sarge coming up and helping us gain our clarity, helping us take back our lives, helping us get better understanding of what we heard the week before. Now, for all those who may not know me, I'm Brother Adam Jackson, and I'm one of the young elders here at Renew Community Church, and I'm blessed to be a part of this ministry because I know how much it has blessed and changed my life. I know how much it has helped me take back my life. And this message that Coach Winburn is going to speak on today is going to give everybody out there watching on Facebook and YouTube, it's going to provide a lot of clarity. I know how much clarity and how much value I'm going to gain from the message. So through all the obstacles I've had to overcome this week, I am here front and center and present with my head up and my ears open, ready to absorb this message as all of you on Facebook and YouTube should be. So as Coach Winburn always say, get your coffee, get your whiskey, get whatever you got to get so you can absorb this message, because I personally believe that this is going to be a very powerful one. And I personally believe that this one is going to open up the minds of everyone who's out there watching. Now, before I go into where I want to go this morning, we got to do our housekeeping. So everybody out there watching in the metaverse on Facebook and YouTube, let's do our housekeeping. First things first, I need y'all to hit the like button. What did we talk about last week? And I said this last week, and I'm going to say it again this week, and I might say it again the week after that, and I might say it again the week after that, because we have to constantly be hearing this message. We have to constantly be hearing things. I had a girlfriend at one point in my life. Y'all might get a kick out of this. She used to always get on my case. She used to say, I get so sick and tired of repeating myself every time I have to say something to you. But let me check dig. This is the funny part about it was, though. I heard what she said so much that now I apply it to every area of my life. So I thank God for that young lady, because she made me a better man, because I constantly heard something over and over and over and over and over again. Now, everybody out here on Facebook and YouTube, we have to hit the like button. The like button is so important because there is somebody out there who looks like you, lives in a similar neighborhood as you, who is looking for information like this, just like you were at one point in your life. And as soon as you hit that like button, your social media and the metaverse knows you better than you know yourself half the time, and it's going to send it to somebody who needs it just like you needed it at one point in your life. So a simple like can change all of this. So hit the like button for us. After you like it, we need you to subscribe to the message. I've been subscribed to this message now for 6-7 years. I've been coming through these doors for years now, and being subscribed to this message has helped me evolve and grow and become a better person and help me be the best version of myself. So subscribe to the message. We need you to comment. Give us feedback. Share with us. Ask questions. Allow us to give you clarity on the message, because there is always something that you can gain from it. It might be one small thing that you hear in this word this morning that can change your impact or change your perspective on everything in your life. It can help you get to a better place in your life. So go ahead and comment and engage with us. And last but not least, we need you to share the message. Send it to somebody you love, know, or care about. Send it to your neighbor. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. Send them the message. Because you never know what they're going through in their life, and they might just need to hear it. Boom, send them the message, share it. Now, I want to go into what Coach Winburn is going to present to us this morning. I really want to speak on this because I know how much I need to hear these words this morning, and I'm going to take y'all on a journey with me, so I'm going to take y'all back so we can come forward this morning. I'm going to take y'all back so we can come forward this morning. I have learned so many different things here at Renew Community Church. Stuff that applies to my everyday walk of life. Stuff that's been helping me in my humanity. Stuff I never learned as a young man, being around uncles and my dad and other stuff I should have learned at a much younger age. I'm learning it at this age, and I'm very grateful for that, because I'm glad I get to know it now instead of never. I'm about to tell y'all something this morning. Coach Winburn sent me a video earlier this week. Now, I'm going to get to where I want to go, but I'm going to speak on this too for a second. He sent me a video earlier this week, and the basis of the video was you need to constantly be learning new things in your life. You need to be constantly growing, constantly evolving. You need to have continued education throughout your whole life. You need to find sources of information to help you grow, make you better, and keep you current with what's going on in the world right now in these modern times. Now, everybody might not have the time in their life to go to college. Everybody might not have the setup in their life to go to a place of higher education at this very particular point. But right now, it's something you can do. You can get up every Sunday morning and you can listen to the message here at Renew Community Church, because it will help you constantly grow and evolve in your life. This is your continued education course. This is a mastermind class that Coach Winburn presents every single Sunday morning, and all you got to do is wake up and open your phone up, and you get it for free right here. This is powerful stuff we learn each and every Sunday. Now, I say all that to say, so many things that I've learned here at Renew Community Church, I've applied to my own personal life. When I apply it to my life and I get results from it, I do my very best to share it with the people that I love and care about in my life, and I pray they absorb it. Sometimes I have to go back over it with them again, just like you did when you was in school. Sometimes I got to give them a tutoring session and bring it back to them again. Sometimes I got to wait till they call me or an event happens in their life and I got to go over it again, because we are constantly learning, we are constantly teaching each other, and we constantly trying to get to a point where we are becoming our best selves. Now, this brings me to what I want to say this morning. Out of all the things I've learned at Renew Community Church that have helped me grow and evolve, listening to Coach Winburn, constantly something is always showing me that I have more to learn. So I met a young lady here at Renew Community Church about a week or two ago, and she came into the church and she sat down, and her name was Miss Renee Davis. And Miss Renee Davis, if you're out there in the metaverse on YouTube and Facebook and you're listening, I want to dedicate this to you, because what you said to me outside of church, it gave me a lot of perspective, it gave me a lot of clarity, and it helped me get sure of some things that are going on in my life. Now, Miss Renee Davis, I walked her outside of church, made sure she got in her car safely, normal stuff that I do. And me and her had a brief conversation, maybe like 10 minutes. but she said some powerful things. She said she used to come to this church a long time ago, many years ago. And she said how her and her husband was under the teachings of Coach Winburn and how he taught them so many impactful messages. But she said one particular message he taught helped her and her husband change the whole trajectory of their life. Now I'm about to say this one more time. She said one particular message that Coach Winburn taught her and her husband changed the whole trajectory of their life. Now I'm about to tell y'all where I'm going with this. Y'all about to see where I'm going with this. She said he taught a message on how to write a plan for your life, how to write down your goals. Now, for all those who've been keeping up with Renew Community Church and who've been constantly tuned in to our messages on YouTube and Facebook, Coach Winburn has said many times, constantly, time and time again, you need to have a 7-year plan, a 14-year plan, a 21-year plan. You need to constantly have a plan for your life. I done heard Coach Winburn say plenty times, why you want to marry somebody who don't have a plan for their life? Where are you going with your life? Now, throughout my life, I've constantly wrote down notes. I've had Post-it notes all over the wall, but I have never had a clear and concise plan from point A to point B to point C and to so on and so forth to my end goal. I've always had ideas or a bubble of where I wanted to go, but not exactly step by step and how to get there. So when I was talking to Miss Renee Davis, she said Coach Winburn had taught her and her husband how to lay out the step-by-step plan to get them exactly where they were trying to go in their life. She said when she learned that message here at Renew Community Church many years ago, she said her and her husband followed it step by step, and they lived out every step of the plan. And she said she thought it was going to be harder than what it was, but she said they started knocking down their goals so easily that they realized how easy and simple this whole concept and thing was. And when she said that to me, let me tell y'all why this blessed me so much. When she said that to me, a light bulb went off in my head because I know where she's coming from. Some of the things we learn here at Renew Community Church, some of the things that Coach Winburn teach us is so simple. When I got to a point in my life where I realized I'm only going to focus on what I want. Here we go, y'all. What do we say here all the time? Focus only on what you want. When I got to a place in my life where I focused only on what I wanted, everything else became simple. When my friends pick up the phone and call me with nonsense, I'm like, this ain't what I want, so I don't have nothing to say to you. I can't engage in this because this is not what I want. When one of my lady friends get to acting crazy, guess what? It's not what I want. We don't have nothing to talk about because it's not what I want. When my family get to trying to make me or pressure me to do things I don't want to do, guess what? It's so simple. I don't want that, so we don't have nothing to talk about. The simplest concepts we learn here at Renew Community Church that we've been hearing over and over and over and washing our brains with, and people still can't figure it out, they so simple. And that's why I related to what Miss Renee said. She was like, it was so simple. We've made this whole thing way harder than it needed to be. We've overcomplicated it because the things that we are learning here are simple techniques and principles that help improve our lives. But we got to get it through our heads that it's just really this simple. What do you want? Easiest question in the world. People can't even answer it. But when you figure it out, guess what? Everything else becomes simple. This message that Coach Winburn is teaching today, learn how to write your 2024 goals this Sunday. 80% of Americans wake up every morning with 0 goals. Is this you? I can relate to this because this has been me. It took me a long time in my life to get to a place where I was like, this is what I want. But I learned that here. I learned how to come to that place here. I learned that I need to focus only on what I want, and everything else doesn't even matter. And since I've been practicing that simple truth, I've had so much peace of mind in my life. Back to Miss Renee Davis. I'm going to wrap this up because I'm going to bring up Brother Chuck. Miss Renee said to me, When me and my husband started knocking down our goals and following this step-by-step plan, everything in life fell into place. Everything that we needed, everything that we wanted came right into our lives, and we was able to bless so many people because we heard this message and we followed it and we lived it, and it became a part of who we are, to where we were able to give and take care of and bless people left and right because we simply wrote down a plan for our life and followed it. Now, Miss Renee Davis told me this story, and she went on to say about how she was able to give thousands of dollars to Renew Community Church, how she was able to own her own farm and own it completely outright, how she was able to own all her vehicles and her home and be debt-free. And her story was so inspirational that a light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, Coach Winburn needs to teach this message again, because somebody out here needs to hear this. I need to hear it. Everything is happening for a reason. All things are working in our favor. This Take Back Your Life series, if you've been focusing and watching, it's been so many gems and nuggets dropped in this Take Back Your Life series. This should be taught in schools everywhere. These simple principles have really blessed me so much, and I can only imagine how they bless the other people that are watching and following us on social media, that this really should just be a course taught in colleges around the world. And today we're going to learn how to write your 2024 goals. We're going to learn the step-by-step plan. So I want to say this. I want to say thank you to Miss Renee Davis if you're out here watching. Thank you for making that light bulb go off in my head. Thank you for blessing me to be able to ask Coach Winburn to present this message again. And everybody, I want y'all to really pay attention this morning so you can get the clarity and the focus you need, because somebody out here is struggling with this. Somebody needs to learn how to take back their life and write it down on paper so they can achieve the things they want to do in their life. And if we 100% honest, it's a lot of people out here watching, because I used to be one of these people. We don't know where we're going in life. And we don't even have a clue on how to begin, on how to start to even figure out how we're going to get to where we need to go in life. So I want y'all to really open your ears, pay attention, and gain something from the message this morning. And with that being said, I'm going to bring up Brother Chuck.
All right, thank you, Adam. I appreciate you. My name is Chuck Futel. I'm one of the elders here at Renew Community Church. And what we want to do is start off with our calendar, do a little housework. We already know what the housework is. First of all, I want to thank y'all for watching today. What I'd like for you to do, please, sir, please, ma'am, what I'd like for you to do is to like the program. So whether you're on Facebook or if you're on YouTube, just go ahead and like it. If you are on YouTube, subscribe to our message. We'd like for you to do subscribe. Please comment, regardless of which format you're on, comment, because what that does, that helps more people see, and then what happens is more people kind of jump in, and it passes, and it gets our message out greater. So really need for you to comment that. And also when you comment, that's how we know who's on. You know, I'm keeping track of that, and so we let people know, and you get recognition if you put a comment up there. So please comment as we go along. Coach Winburn is going to be on. He's got a great message today. I love this message on this series, Take Back Your Life series. 80% of Americans wake up every morning with zero goals. Is this you? I'm here to tell you that that's most people. I mean, I have spent most of my life talking to people, thousands and thousands and thousands. I believe over the past 40 years, Adam, our team, we probably talked to about 11,000 families, individuals and families. And pretty much what has happened is that we ask people some important questions. Now, who am I? I'm a financial advisor, been doing it, like I said, for 40 years, and I meet individuals and families, and what I do is I ask them what are their financial goals. Now, embedded in that question tells me a lot about the person, Because what I want to do is I want to try to extract, do they have any goals? I don't want y'all to miss it. Sometimes I meet with people, they say, Chuck, I don't know what I want. That's the person I definitely can't help. Because if you don't know what I want, if you don't know what you want, I can't help you. I can't get in your head and pull something out that you haven't pulled out for yourself. So the first one is you've got to ask yourself, what is it that you want? Now, over the years, I've noticed that there are people who hit their goals and most do not. Let me say it again. There are people that hit their goals and most do not. And so I want to dig into a little bit about why some do and why most don't. And I'm not gonna turn over the apple cart. I know Coach Winburn is gonna come in and he's gonna lay it out in the right kind of way. But I want to this is the kinds of questions. I'm gonna deal with the questions that people ask me, and then I'm gonna give you something I think that will be helpful and set the stage for Coach Winburn to come up. When I talk to people, here's the questions they ask me or things they ask me. They'll say, Chuck, I want to buy a house. I was at a meeting yesterday, and there was about 30 people, and it was all focused on investing in real estate. First-time home buyer, investment real estate. I want to buy a house. I want to get into real estate. People say to me, Chuck, I want to get out of debt. Chuck, I want to fix my credit. Chuck, I want to fund my kids' college education. I want to create financial options for myself down the road. I want to become a millionaire. I want to protect my family with insurance. I want to pass my estate to my family. I want to start a business. People come up to me, I want to join your business. Some people say, Chuck, I want to be a leader. With all those questions, and I get them all the time. In fact, when I was young in the business, I didn't even know how to handle it. I had to. But now I'm a little bit wiser because I've seen it happen over and over and over and over and over again. So I got some wisdom about how this thing works. Here's what you have to ask yourself. First of all, you have to ask yourself, and this is what I always look at. In fact, Winburn and I, we've got to a place in our life, we're talking about being a G, We've gotten to a point in our life where we've seen so many things that we kind of know it. If I spend 5 minutes with you, I can tell you exactly what you want. If I spend 5 minutes with you, I can tell you exactly what you want. It don't take me long at all. And Winburn's probably quicker than I am. He can probably get there in a minute or two. But it don't take me long to figure out what a person wants. And here's what you have to say to yourself. How do I know what you want? It's real simple. All you have to do is watch what a person does. What a person does tells you exactly what they want. Not what they say they want, but what they do. Because what you do says so much, it speaks so loud, I can't hear the words coming out of your mouth. I can't hear the words coming out of your mouth. All I have to do is watch what you do. It tells me exactly what you want. So when you say a thing, you have to ask yourself. You have to ask yourself this really. Let's take one of my questions I wrote down there. I want to buy a house. That was the first question. Well, if you want to buy a house and you don't have one, the question is, why don't you have one right now? And if you don't have one right now, why are you resisting buying one? And is that something that you really want? Let me give you a statistic. I started watching the percentage of home ownership, and it was going up and up and up. I was happy. I was clapping. Black folks getting homes. And then after the financial crisis, because we got in these crap loans, adjustable loans, and all this, a whole bunch of crazy stuff, a lot of black folks lost homes. Right now, today, prior to the financial crisis, we were number 3. So in other words, the American Indians had the least amount of home ownership. Hispanics had the next, and then we were above them. Right now today, even American Indians have more home ownership than we do. The housing disparity here in Cincinnati is probably the worst of any other major city. It's terrible. But you have to ask yourself the question, why are people resisting it? Right? Why are you resisting it? What do you really want? People complain and they say, listen, folks are coming into our neighborhood, taking our neighborhood. No. You gave the neighborhood up without a fight. You gave the neighborhood up without a fight. Here's why. Because if you own property, then it's called an exchange. You have an offer, and I could either accept the offer or not accept it. So it's not we giving it up without a fight. The next thing you have to ask yourself is, there's 3 conditions. One is what's called a like, a want, and a need. The problem is, Adam, is that most people they will tell you what they like. Now, the young ladies, when they see Adam, they see that big smile on his face. They say, "Oh, I like you, Adam." I'm telling you, I'm going to help you out, bro. They look at you, they say, this is a good-looking guy. He looks like a stud. He's smiling all the time. Adam, I like you. That's what they're going to say. So a like, you got to be really, really, really clear about this. A like is those things that you would like to get, but you won't be disappointed if you don't get it. Ooh, I'm doing some teaching today. See, if they don't go with you, Adam, they ain't gonna be disappointed. That's called a like. Am I preaching today? Is this good? I'm just playing because I love Brother Adam, and we just have fun chopping it up before the service and after the service, and it's true in every area. If you really want to buy a house, I don't care if you're homeless today, within 3 years, you can get one. Let me say it again. Even if you're homeless within 3 years, if you got an income, and people have incomes here, you can get one. It won't be a mansion. It may not be your dream home, but that'll be your start where you can start leveraging yourself on up. So it's a like. And so people confuse likes with this next one, which is called a want. A want is those things that are important to you, and you're willing to do something to get them. I talked to a person the other day. They said, "Chuck, I hate my job." And I told them I was expanding. I'm looking for people to work. Can I quit my job and come to work for you? I said, well, there's some things you have to do. And what they were really telling me is that they really want their job. They would like having a business. Because what they're really saying is they're not really willing to make an exchange. They're not willing to do some things. They're not willing to learn how to become a business person in order to become one. Does that make sense? Chuck, I'm not willing to go to class and pass a test in order to join you in your business. They're not ready to be business people. They would like to be me, but they're not willing to pay the price to be me. Got it? Next level is need. Need is those things that you must get. If you don't get air, you die. You don't get water, you die. If you don't get substance, food, you die. So at the level of need is that's something that you're willing to fight to the death for. In order to be successful in life, in order to get to the next level, Kimberly, you're going to have to be in a position where you're willing to do the things. You have to be willing to look at the things that you want as a need. In other words, if I had your head and I put you down in the water, you're going to need some air, and you need to be at the point where you want that air in your lungs just as much as you want to succeed. You hear me? Because if that's not what you're willing to do, I'm here to tell you, you don't need it. You really don't need it, and you probably don't want it. And so as I get to the place I want to get to, that begs the question which Coach Winburn is going to bring today. He's going to ask you this question: do you have the right feelings? Do you have the right emotions? Do you have the right tools in your package, in your purse, in your pocket to help you to get the things that you want to get? Because, see, if you aren't paying attention, if you're confused between the difference between a like and a want and a need, I'm here to tell you there aren't many things you're going to get in life. Am I bringing some truth, Demetrius? Demetrius, no. You know what's really funny? You can teach this message to even the children. I am working with my oldest granddaughter. I got her at 12, and we're going through the book of Proverbs right now. So we start with them at 12, and they have to, here's what they have to do, Adam. How old is your oldest? Next year you want to start with them, Proverbs. I pay them to read Proverbs. I pay them to read books. And so I having conversations with her. I said, have you seen this? Oh, yeah, I seen this girl, and she did such and such. So they see the situations in their life. Does that make sense? You can teach people, and you need to start teaching our young people early on so they can get the things that they need. So here's where I want to go with this. I said it the right way. If you don't have the right feelings, if you don't have the right emotions, if you don't have the right tools, guess what? You're going to wake up every morning lost in the sauce, doing the same thing over and over, thinking that you're going to get a different result. And so if you don't pay attention, you're not going to get it. But I would encourage you, if you don't have the right feelings, you don't have the right emotions, don't have the right tools to become successful, here's what I'd like for you to do. Pay attention to Coach Winburn as he teaches the message today so that you can win. Thank you.
Well, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, and we greet you in the name of Jesus Christ, the Anointed One, and His anointing. And how many of you all ready for the Sunday morning master class, mastermind class? And guess what? I wished above all things that you prosper today and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. And I pray that God gives you the spirit of wisdom and revelation in the knowledge of Him, and that the eyes of your understanding will be enlightened, and you will come to know the hope of His calling today. And these practical teachings are going to take you to another level. I want to dedicate today's message to one of the aspiring elders of the church, Adam Jackson, because when he first asked me to do it, I kind of paused. He said, won't you teach again? And I didn't think no more about it. But when Renee Davis was here, Renee, I married them. They were together about 35 years. And actually, I recall them writing the church $15,000, $30,000, $25,000 checks at one time. And they were, because they had got out of debt and saved their money, and now she has her own farm, is paid for, all of her bills are paid for. And she used her principles in her marriage and her relationship, And so I want to, you dedicated it to Renee Davis. I'm going to dedicate it to Adam Jackson today. And what I'm going to say today, probably this is, I know we always say this is the best message, but if I had to say one, if we get through this for the next 60 minutes, this is the best message. Because 80% of the people who woke up this morning in America, 80 to 90%, and I got the research, I have the research on it, and 80% of the people this morning who woke up in America, 80 to 85, 90% of people that woke up this morning, guess what? Had zero goals or zero vision or a life plan for their life. Just because you got a job doesn't mean you have a goal. Just because you're married doesn't mean you got goals. Just because you got a girlfriend or boyfriend don't mean you got a goal. Just because you got a business doesn't mean you got a goal. That you have really goals and sound goals for that business. So we're going to help you today to go to another level. And let's just move expeditiously. We got so much to deal with here today. And this is a video. We got that video ready for this one. I would like this one here. One of the things I like to end service, hopefully next week, you all would like to come back and be with us. We got people in the auditorium today. As I told y'all, I'm not into church growth. I'm into growing people. And everyone must become live again. Everyone needs to show up and feel live again, show up and feel the day again, and feel renewed. So many of y'all been out there. I have employees. And a lot of our employees, believe it or not, they want to stay home now during COVID. Everybody wants to stay home. Well, you're going to die at home, so why do you want to spend all your time there? You're going to die somewhere. But you can't get people to go out. Everybody wants to stay home now. So I want y'all to hear this little clip for 60 seconds, and then we're going to teach. I'm not going to teach you out your 60 minutes today. I want you to hear this little clip. Turn it up a little loud, and I'll be back in about 60 seconds or less. Are you ready, sister? Okay, just let me know. Okay. Can you turn it up? That's good. No,
There's the same energy at
that's not the
sending
one.
off.
Nope, that's not the one.
The early
Nope.
energy, those brain
We're gonna
cells
go back.
take
Give
on.
give us a minute,
There's
everyone.
a like energy to that.
The
which
one
you're
we
sending
want
off.
is,
you focus on the negatives in another person. What kind of
is
energy do you think you're
everyone
taking
must
on?
become
What kind of a
alive
vibration
and
do you
show
think
up
you're in?
again. That's the one we want.
It might be a
Hold on,
wise idea
everyone.
to focus on the good aspects
work with us for a
of even
minute.
the worst situation.
Just work with us for a moment. This is our end service September the 24th. So next week, hopefully you all can join us back again. And hopefully you will show up and feel the day again and feel renewed again so you can at least come every other week. We're only asking you right now to come every other week. If it wasn't for Chuck, we wouldn't ask you to come at all. So God bless you. He told me I couldn't shut down this ministry. So let me know when you're ready, Aisha. Okay. It's the video live. Okay. No, we don't need that one. So it's the next one. No, that's the three. The third one is the energy. Third one is on the energy one. No, that's the one you just showed. Yes, okay, there's another one, and that's okay, everyone. So what we're going to do, we're going to dedicate today's message to Adam Jackson. And again, 80% of people you and I know or more woke up this morning, guess what? Had no life plan, had no goals for their lives. Now, while she's getting that together, guess what? Next week, guess what we're going to teach on next week? Masterclass. We expand our mind. Y'all ready for next week? We're going to dedicate this message. We said we dedicated this week's message to our aspiring elder, Adam Jackson. But next week, guess what the message is going to be next week? And you know, I normally don't get messages this early. You know that it don't happen like that. They come as we go. She's working on that video. Just let me know when it's ready. Okay. Okay. So it's called, next week's message is called Get Rid of All of Your Soulmates. It's get rid of all of your soulmates. It's not good for your health or your wealth. So if you got a soulmate, I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, get rid of all of your soulmates. It's not good for your health or your wealth. Are you ready yet? Okay. Yeah, well, what we'll do, it actually says everyone must become alive and show up again. It's by Bernard. Okay, so once she gets it ready. So next week's mastermind class, y'all ready, everyone? We'll be sending out promos on it. It's called Get Rid of All of Your Soulmates. I don't care if it's your mama. I don't care if it's your daddy. I don't care if it's your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your boss. Get rid of all of your soulmates, doctor. Guess what? It's not good for your health or it's not good for your wealth. I think, is this by Bernard? Is that Bernard? I want y'all to hear this by Bernard. And can y'all, because you know this is a master class, so it takes time to get this stuff done. This is a master class. And so I want to encourage you all to start feeling again and showing up again, at least every other week if you want to come to Renew Community Church. We haven't launched our new mastermind campaign yet for the church, and we're just going to take our time. We'll get there. Are you ready? Hit it for me and get it up. I want you to listen to this by Bernard. I was trained by him in California for a whole week. I want you to hear Bernard, and you may have to just play it all the way through. Hit the volume, please.
Is our imperative, not just to survive, but to feel life again. Let me tell you one thing, that after the last couple of years, the one thing that I notice everybody is struggling with is they've lost that sense of how to feel the day. You want one takeaway from today? Write this down. Feel the day again. You got to feel the day again. You have to use your mind in the morning to feel the day, to feel the blessing, to feel your connection, to feel your purpose, to feel how you want to serve, to decide the positive emotions you want to create with the kids today. You have to feel it again. I know you don't feel good. You got to show up. I know you don't want to work out today. You got to show up. Aliveness is our imperative. Not just to survive, but to feel life again. Let me tell you one thing, that after the last couple of years, the one thing that I notice everybody is struggling with is they've lost that sense of how to feel the day. You want one takeaway from today? Write this down. Feel the day again. You got to feel the day again. You have to use your mind in the morning to feel the day.
And you got to show up. We're ready to move on. Well, you got to show up. Did y'all hear what they said? Today there are people in the auditorium. We didn't ask to show up. You showed up today. You got to show up. Do you not know winning is many times it's just showing up? Even if they have to put you in a wheelchair or drag you in here in a bed, are you all here with me? Sometimes you can get healed as they went. They were healed. Are you all here with me? So show up. Next Sunday, you want to show up? Matter of fact, you want to show up because I'm putting the word out, brother. They probably next week they're going to take me off of YouTube and Facebook after this message because I'm telling all of you all right now, get rid of all your soulmates. It's not good for your health or your wealth. Get rid of them. If it's your mama, your father, your daddy, get rid of them. If you call them your soulmates, you said, oh, that's an awful message. Don't say it's awful until you have heard the message. And then after that, and I pray that YouTube will keep us on next week and Facebook because it's going to be raw next week. And it's called Get Rid of All Your Soulmates. It's not good for your health or your wealth. And then at the end, learn how to attract the right relationships. Is that pretty good? Learn how to attract. Let's go on. And you know what? We're going to skip a few little things right now.
There is no delight.
And chapter 7 of our book is available. Oh, I do want to thank Ironetta Wright. We were at Bishop Bobby Hilton's celebration the other night. I don't think I got out to about what time we leave? About 12:30 maybe. I don't know what time it was. But I want to thank Ironetta Wright. She came to our book table, and she's the superintendent of Cincinnati Public Schools. And I want everybody to know I support her. And if I'm supporting her, I'm asking you to support her. Sometimes when people don't like other people, they want you to not like them too. But, you know, I get to like who I want to like. Are y'all here with me? I don't like folk because you don't like them. As a matter of fact, I don't like you. Won't you just put it like that? I don't even like you. Is that pretty? I'm having some fun. But our superintendent, Ironetta Wright, let's support her. Our school system was failing before she got here. Our school system has been failing for the last 30, 40 years. And you just cannot blame one superintendent who got here, and y'all want the whole school system turned around in a miracle. Well, it's been 40 years we've been wandering in the wilderness with our Cincinnati Public Schools. I'm a graduate of Cincinnati Public Schools. I love the Cincinnati Public Schools. I support them. I've supported every levy, and I'm a taxpayer, so I have a right to say what I want to say. You cannot blame the failure of our school system on Ironetta Wright. It was failing before she got here. And you were part of whoever y'all were, you were part of the failing. Now what you could do is build a support team around her, and we help her, and because if we help her, we help our school system. But no superintendent in this country is going to be able to turn a school system around. It's going to take us. It's going to take the parents. It's going to take the teachers. It's going to take the principals. It's going to take all of us together to turn our school system around. If you get rid of Ironetta Wright, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to bring another superintendent, and we're still going to fail. The report card came out on the Cincinnati Public Schools. We're not even meeting the standards. And that happened before Ironetta Wright got here. So let's support her. Let's stand with her. And I want to thank her for purchasing 10 books for her staff, her key senior staff. And also Casey Smith purchased 5 books Friday night at Bishop Bobby Hilton's 65th birthday. And it was just a great birthday. And we're supporting Renew Community Church. We are supporting the scholarship fund for Bishop Bobby Hilton and Word of Deliverance Church. So we're there with them. We were there all night. And we thank you, Kim, for being there with me. They thought, I don't know why they keep thinking Kim is a wife of mine. I don't know. Maybe they think I got 3 or 4 wives or 3 or 4 ladies on the side. I guess some of my pastor friends do. So don't mix me up with that, okay? Oh, you could get a free PDF of today's message. Can you do that? And Chuck, maybe they think you go with her. Maybe they think that's your wife too. But Marcia, you know, Marcia, keep her in the Bible, her Acts 2:38 together. You know, y'all read Acts 2:38 in the Bible, right? It says, "Repent and be baptized for the remissions of your sins, and ye shall receive the gift of the Holy Spirit." So Marcia's got her Acts 2:38. Okay, let's go. Oh, there are 3 ways to give. Oh, guess what we're going to do? And I guarantee you we're going to get to the teaching in one moment. I know many of you all been waiting for this teaching. You're going to love next week's teaching also. But there are 3 ways to give. But before we give, guess what I'm going to do? Let me just thank Elder Chuck Futel and aspiring Elder Adam Jackson and Aisha Macy and Dan, aspiring elder of the church. Let me just thank you all for y'all's continued acts of giving to the church, y'all's financial giving to the church. It's called it's really an acts of kindness, and we're going to show you a little video. It's called an acts of kindness. In the last 3 or 4 months, I've been giving thousands of dollars to the church. If you add them up each month, the thousands of dollars each month. It's a act of kindness. And when you do acts of kindness, it blesses other people. Are you all here with me? I know there's a little dark there. Is there something, are we okay? Oh, okay, that's what it is. So, but they seeing me live, that's fine. We're going to show, we'll just keep it there. We're going to show the video on the acts of kindness. You know which one I want? And I want y'all to hear this, and just give me a minute. I want y'all to hear this, only 60 seconds. So I want you to give today as an act of kindness. So when I give my money as an act of kindness. And each year when I look at my total amount of money, it's more than sometimes what people make on their job. So, but I do it as an act of kindness. I was at Bishop Bobby Hilton's. We did it as an act of kindness to give 55% of our proceeds from every sale of my book to Bishop Bobby Hilton's birthday celebration and scholarship fund. Are you all here with me? And we're not through yet, because it's called an act of kindness. I want you to hear this for 60 seconds. Don't leave yet. Hang in there with me just for a moment. I want you to hear this.
An act of kindness towards anyone, but particularly towards the people that you're close to in your life, and particularly towards strangers, with just a smile or an act of kindness, or, you know, I can afford a quarter, I can afford $1, I'm going to go back. It just, you know, and not making a big deal about it. The serotonin levels in you are increased to the same degree that they are in the receiver. And so is your immune system strengthened. You want to strengthen your immune system? Be kind. But even more dramatic than that, I get excited about this. Because this is what blows me away about it, is that the observer of an act of kindness has their serotonin levels and their immune system strengthened just because they're in the energy field of someone who is displaying kindness. When you see someone being kind to another person, it's like a dose of an antidepressant. If you are the provider of an act of kindness towards anyone, but particularly towards the people that you're close to in your life, and particularly towards strangers, with just a smile or an act of kindness, or, you know, I can afford a quarter, I can afford $1, I'm going to go back. And just, you know, and not making a big deal about it, the serotonin levels in you are increased to the same degree that they are in the receiver. And so is your immune system strengthened. You want to strengthen your immune system? Be kind. But even more dramatic than that, I get excited about this. Because this is what blows me away about it, is that the observer of an act of kindness has their serotonin levels and their immune system strengthened just because they're in the energy field of someone who is displaying kindness.
Well, you see why I'm so blessed. I have these acts of kindness. I'm ready to go to the 3S, right? What you say, acts of kindness. And our acts of kindness, as we go to the 3 ways of giving here, the acts of kindness, my giving is an act of kindness to Renew Community Church. And I pray that my act of kindness will encourage those who are watching or observing my act of kindness today. And by the way, my act of kindness, I pray that it increase your serotonin, it increase your oxytocin. It causes you to feel better as a result of our giving. So there are 3 ways you could give today, and the 3 ways are SundayConnectCircle.org/give. If you would like to give today, Sunday Connect Circle, there's some that's already given this morning. Aisha's already given on Sunday Morning Connect, a Cash App, I believe, Cash App. Thank you for Cash App today. Appreciate each and one of you all that are forgiving. And if you would like to do an act of kindness, and I think I'm going to talk about that every Sunday, Chuck. It's called an act of kindness. Because and when people give, it should be out of an act of kindness. And if you're giving out of a necessity and out of a grudging heart, and I don't have it, I need it for retirement, I got to pay my bills, I got to pay my rent, you're not doing stuff out of the act of kindness. You're doing it out of obligation and not generosity. Once y'all say, I'm going to give, repeat after me. I want to give out of generosity today. Generosity is an act of kindness. So I want to thank the Lord for the opportunity to have demonstrated an act of kindness on this campus for years. And I pray that I have demonstrated an act of kindness to you. I pray that I have been kind to you also. You've been stingy toward me, and that's okay, but I just want to stay kind towards you, because that may be all you got. You may not have much in life, and maybe once you become show generosity and show acts of kindness, I am a living witness. You will begin to walk in abundance of love, joy, peace, and happiness. Well, that's it. Welcome to Sunday Morning Masterclass. Let's go, everybody. We're ready to teach. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Everybody right now, it's time to teach. It's time to go. Are you ready? Are you still with me today? Are y'all here? How many of y'all ready for the teaching right now? Okay, thank you, Aisha. Thank you for a great job today. Each and every one of you all, we're ready to teach now. We always tell people, you could scroll down to the teaching. People hear it over and over and over. Today's message, 80% of the Americans wake up every morning. I got this from research, and you can go online and research it for yourself. Oh, by the way, everyone should study to show yourself approved, a workman that needeth not be ashamed, rightfully dividing the word of truth. That's in 2 Timothy 2:15. Everyone needs to study to show yourself approved. Please, you don't have to take my word for anything. Most pastors will not tell you that, or elders, or apostles, prophet, evangelists, pastor, teachers. They won't tell you that. They say, you listen to me. You do what I tell you to do. I don't do that. I'm sorry. I don't take everything every apostle, prophet, evangelist, pastor, teacher, or bishop say, or archbishop, or pope say. I'm sorry. I'm going to study to show myself approved, a workman that needeth not. Matter of fact, it says, study to show yourself approved. Guess what? Unto God, a workman that need not be ashamed. So don't take my word for anything. Study and see what I'm saying, if it's right or wrong. Separate the precious from the vile. You need to study the Bible even to see that every word in the Bible is rightfully divided. Do you not know, Chuck, every word in the Bible is not of God. It wasn't stated by God. Men snuck in certain words. So y'all here with me? And you know, when you start interpreting Hebrew in the Old Testament and Greek in the New Testament, men put in some of their own stuff. And the writers and the scribes, y'all got to study to show yourself approved, a workman that needeth not be ashamed. I give you one example in the Bible. It says, wait on your ministry. Do you not know I came up in the church, Chuck, and guess what that meant? Young man, wait on your ministry. Don't get in a hurry. You shouldn't do no work right now. It don't mean that at all. It means wait on your ministry. It means go on and serve people and bless people. You know what a waiter is, right? You go in a restaurant, it means wait on those people. Bless those people. Help them. See the interpretation? Everybody, you better study to show yourself approved, a workman that needeth not be ashamed, rightfully dividing the word of truth for yourself. I don't take anybody's word. I don't care who you are. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? And even Apostle Paul, I got to study and make sure he was right. And they said, well, Winburn, who are you to be evaluating Apostle Paul? Everything Apostle Paul said was not consistent with what God said. Because he even said, this is me speaking now. Somebody ought to say amen. So in other words, you better study to find the word of truth for yourself unto God. Is that pretty good, everybody? Who do we have as we get ready to teach here for the next? You know what I'm going to do? Today I'm going to accelerate this, and we are not going to teach 60 minutes. And you're going to hold me accountable today. We're going to do 45 minutes, and it's going to be crash. So don't ask me to slow down for slow learners. That slow learners class is in Mr. Hill's class. Go to see Mr. Hill, and you can go get in his class this morning. Y'all here with us? I got to wake you up, see if you're here, man. Okay, Dr. Zakia Allen is with us today. Ovetta, Vice President of this great corporation. Jennifer Charles and Jennifer Porter, we appreciate you all, love you all, appreciate you. Lisa Smith, and hopefully Ricky is around somewhere. Kimley, God bless you. Kimley Ingram, Dr. Molly Thompson. Oh, Ricky, there's Ricky Davis. Man, are you and Lisa still together? Well, let me tell you something. Y'all may not want to marry each other until after next Sunday. The message next Sunday, Ricky and Lisa, is get rid of all your soulmates. It's not good. It's not good for your health or your wealth. So y'all may want to not get married until next Sunday. Are y'all here with me? How many of y'all pray that YouTube and Facebook won't throw me off next week? Because it's going to be raw. It's going to be fun. Get your girlfriends, get your boyfriends, bring them, because that may be your last day with them next week. Okay, and also Chris Bullock, we thank you. Chris is watching. He's here in the area. Y'all ready, everybody? Let's go. 45 minutes. Chuck, at 1:45, I want to be through. Can y'all help me? So it's going to be intense right now. Is everybody ready? Ready for it? Let me give you some foundational scriptures. It says, for verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever shall say unto this mountain, mountain be thou removed. And look what it says, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe those things which he has said. Also, whatsoever things you whatsoever things you desire when you pray, believe you receive them. We're going to hit them real fast here. These are foundational scriptures. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Won't y'all say, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind? Say it again, and be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Let's go on, everyone. Foundational. Every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible crown. Now, you know I'm giving these scriptures because it's going to be tied to the message. Y'all know that, right? So, okay, let's go on. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Nay, in all these things, we are more than a what? We are more than what? Conqueror. Oh, by the way, write the vision. Make it plain up on the tablets today. You go write the vision. Make it plain. Let's go on. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Next, for which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Or y'all, you want to marry that man and marry that woman, it's going to cost you something. You better sit down and take your time and find out what it's going to cost you. And it could end up costing you your life by ending up marrying the wrong person. Are you all here with me? Let's go on. Where there is no vision, listen what this says. This is, I believe, the Amplified version. Chuck, you got to hear it. Man, I like that shirt you got on there today. Yeah, I got my Psycho Bunny on. But I like that shirt. It says, where there is no vision, listen what it says. The people perish. Y'all ready? If you don't have no vision, guess what that word means? The people run wild. Where there is, how many of y'all know wild people? They just wild, man. They ain't got no vision. So where there is no vision, the people run wild, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he. Let's go. Now, last week, we're going to hit this 5 minutes. Who's going to help me every 15 minutes? When I hit, what is it, 1:15, somebody need to let me know. You need to have that ready. Okay, so the 4 universal laws. Remember last week we talked about these? These are laws that if you use these 4 laws, they automatically turn your life around. I'm just giving a recap right now of last week. I'm going to spend only 5 minutes on last week's message. The four universal laws, if you get them, laws 1 and 2 are spiritual laws, and laws 3 and 4 are human laws. We are both human and divine. Are y'all with me? Law 1 is love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind and with all your strength. If you could just get that law, your life will turn around. Ready? Your love for your super source. It is law number 2. It says the second is like this: you shall love your neighbor as yourself. There is no other law greater than this. Did y'all get that? There's none. These 2 laws, you all, loving God and loving others. So when people say, I don't like people, well, then you're not going to do well in life, because you're going to need people to help take you to that next level, that next spiritual level, that health level, that mental level, that financial level, that relationship level. You're going to need other people to help you get where you got to go. By the way, I believe Zig Ziglar said it. The late Zig Ziglar says, if you help enough other people with what they want, enough other people will help you with what you want. Let's go on. Your unconditional love for self and others, that's what that means. Law 3, the law of attraction, it means you attract what you put out. Whatever you put out, like attracts like, sameness attracts sameness. And the law of attraction matches your vibrational, emotional frequencies and return everything back to you. The law of attraction says whatever you focus on, whatever you give your attention to, whatever you give your energy to, you get more of it. You keep focusing on crazy people, you get more of it. You keep focusing on drugs, you get more of it. You keep focusing on, I don't have enough money, I'm lacking and coming behind, you get more of it. Let's go on. The law of vibration, everything vibrates, you all. You have an opportunity to be emotionally happy. You can tell the law of vibration regulates your emotional happiness. Never said that before in my life. Never said it before in my life until just now. Your law of the law of vibration helps regulate your emotional happiness. That's why if you keep your moods right, your emotions right, your feelings right, and your energy right, the universe will monitor that for you and give you the same back to you emotionally Emotional happiness. Let's go on. According to research, everything in the universe vibrates, such as thoughts and emotions. The law of attraction matches your positive or negative vibrations every 60 seconds. So every 60 seconds, guess what? We have a chance to jumpstart and boost our life every 60 seconds. Did you know that, young man? Every 60 seconds, you have an opportunity, Gray Wolf, to jumpstart your life. Because of these laws, your family and friends and associates and people around you know your personal vibratory signature. Everybody has an odor. Everybody has a scent about them. How many know what I'm talking about? When I walk in here, everybody know, hey, that Negro smell good. Y'all, he's got a scent about him. He's got a vibratory scent. Smell good, look good, teeth are clean. I mean, look nice. Are y'all here with me? Because everybody carries a vibratory signature. What is your brand? What is your vibratory brand? Your vibratory signature gives you away every time. It takes 60 seconds to locate your vibratory signature or vibratory brand. So what kind of brand do you want to be remembered by, Isha and Jack and Kim and each one of you all? Everybody has a signature. Everybody who knows you are. When you call somebody and say, oh, yeah, there come here, we know his vibrational signature. Here comes somebody, oh, Jesus, he's mad at the world, complaining to everybody. And then you wonder why people don't return your phone calls. I don't return a lot of calls. If I talk to you, you better consider that a blessing. Did y'all hear with me? Because let's go on. You are a walking vibrational signature. No one is fooled by you. Y'all remember that. People can read your negative or positive vibrations or emotions. By the way, right now, I want everybody to comment right now on Facebook. Listen what the Bible says. You are an epistle written in the hearts and known and read of all men. Everybody can read us. Did y'all know that? People can read us. Doesn't matter if they're a gangster or mafia. It doesn't matter who they are. People can read you. You cannot fool other people. People can read your vibrations. That's why the dog can read you. When the dog bites you, he reads you. He knows you're afraid. So the dog says, let's bite this guy today because he's nasty. He ain't right. Let's bite her real good because she's unkind and she's mean. So the snake that even bites you is you. The dog that bites you is you. And you say, well, I met this crazy man. That's you. Because, that you got a vibration that attracts certain people to you. If you keep getting a pattern of having the same old people vibrating to you, that's your vibrational signature. You only attract you. Are you all here with me? Let's go on. And then here, okay, let's go. 8 out of 10 people, we're doing good now. I tell you all. 8 out of 10 people have zero plans for their life. I say there's more, but the research shows. Go on and Google. Y'all don't take my word for it. Google the research. I was literally shocked, Chuck Futel. I was literally shocked that 8 out of 10 people wake up every morning in America. Oh, my God. By the way, Dr. Hill and you all could get a copy of today's PDF. I'll send this. You can get by the way, Linda Matthews wants a copy of today's PDF. 8 out of 10 people listen, you all, all the people y'all know, probably some of the people don't even, 10 out of 10 people don't even have one. Ready? Someone said that people with a zero plan for life deserve to get their negative life. Someone said that says whatever's happened to you in your life, you deserved it. Well, I didn't deserve nobody choking me. Yeah, well, according to some people said you deserved it. Shouldn't have been around to be choked. I'm just telling you what they say. Are you all with me? I didn't mean to. And then look what it says. It says 80%, someone said, people deserve what they create in life, good or bad. Do y'all know we create our own life? So whatever's going on in your life, don't you blame nobody. I know you want to blame unresolved child trauma. Yeah, that's true. But guess what? You could have corrected that. Let's go on. We got a lot to cover. 80% of Americans have zero goals or plan for their life. So that means everybody's reporting to American Jobs don't even have any goals or life plan for their life. They're just going to work. Just because you got a job don't mean you got goals. Just because you got a contract doesn't mean you got goals. Just because you got a business doesn't mean you got goals. So y'all here with me? Join the Renew Community Church Mastermind Challenge. I want to challenge all of y'all today. Is people still with us, Chuck? Tell them to comment. Let me know y'all living and you here. Join the Renew Community Church Mastermind Challenge. What is the challenge? I want everybody to get a tune-up today. If you feel that you're part of the 20% and you got goals and you got a life plan, then you still need a tune-up. Once y'all say, I want a tune-up. So I want you to become a part of the top 20% mastermind class to write your 2024 goals. Say yes. Can you say yes? By the way, I am going to what I'm going to lay out today is going to show you how to put your 7, 14, 21, and 28-year plan together. I'm going to show you how to do that today because the same principles apply. Let's go on. Disclaimer, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. That's the King James Version. The King James Version says the truth will make you free. The NIV version of the Bible says the truth shall set you free. Y'all see the difference? So we're going to make you, and we're going to set you free. Be at a high vibrational level before you write your goals or life plan. What does that mean? Now, my wife this morning was telling me, she said, isn't it kind of early for people to be writing their 24 goals? No, you should have already had them if you got a 7, 14, 28-year plan. Matter of fact, you're falling behind. If you're just now working on your 2024 goals, we know you're part of the 80%. And she said, isn't that a little early? Yeah, it's early for people that ain't got no goals. Are you all here with me? But y'all see, is everybody here? Okay, so in order to write your goals, you got to be in a certain vibrational mood. Chuck, this is going to bless you. As you develop your company and expand your company, you got to get your people in a vibrational level. Watch this. You must be at a high emotional and or high vibrational level before you receive positive, tangible results as it relates to your health manifestations, your mental health manifestations, your money manifestations, your business manifestations, or your relationships manifestations. I want y'all to look at me, everybody. Do not write any goals unless you are feeling good while you're writing them. If you are straining and I can't do this and this is too hard and Winburn want me to do it, don't write it because your written goals will be backed up with negative emotions and they won't come to fruition. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? So you got to be in a vibrational state. Before you get in a manifestation process, you got to feel good first. You got to be happy. You've got to have fun. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? Let's go on. Well, you'll get more of it. You will not achieve positive, tangible vibrations if you are carrying low negative vibrational energy or low emotions such as, y'all ready? Let me tell you this. When you're writing your vibrations, you're writing your goals out. Is everybody with me? When you're writing your goals, if you feel stressful and frustrated and depressed and unkind and complaining and you got anger and blame and shame and guilt while you're doing it, guess what? Your goals and your plans that you're putting together are going to be frustrated as you try to implement them. So if you got any of this, so what did I say? Before you start writing your goals, you better start feeling good. Let's go on. It gets better. As you develop your goals of a life plan, you must be at a high energy vibrational level to manifest your reality. Everybody look at me. In order to get what you want in life, when I want more money, I just start feeling good. Well, did y'all get it? When I want more book sales or whatever it may be, just start feeling good. Are you all here with me, everyone? Let's go on. Before you manifest, you must be at a positive vibrational mindset to get this level, as it relates to the following. Here's what you could do. As you're writing your goals, you've got to feel optimistic. You got to be in a position of forgiveness. If you have any subconscious unforgiveness against anyone, you don't need to write no goals. You already got your goal. You're just going to be an unhappy person until the day you die with your mean self, because you're mean and unkind and you're nasty and you can't, and if you're writing and you're trying to write goals, and you got unforgiveness in your heart, it's not going to work. And you got to, so when you write your goals, you got to be in a state of optimism and forgiveness and reverence and serenity. Let's go on. Illumination, you got to be able to be in a position of release and unconditional love and emotional happiness. We activate the manifestation process first by raising our vibrations with energy. Let's go on. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the power, according to the energy. That word worketh there in the Greek means energio. Now unto him that most Christians quote this and they don't even know what they're quoting. They're quoting one of the most powerful scriptures in the Bible. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly, watch this, exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think, according to the dunamis, according to the power, that's the Greek word dunamis, power, miraculous, that energio in us. That word worketh means energy in us. So if you're going to get anything done in life, it's going to be done by the energy in you. God is not going to do the work for you. The work has been done. You are a finished work of God. Everybody's trying to catch up with what God has already done. God ain't healing nobody right now. He ain't delivering. Oh, I know y'all ain't going to like this. Oh, Jesus, get your gun out. Oh, Lord, get your gun out. Whitburn, that's heresy. He's a lunatic. Like Trump calls somebody a lunatic. Oh, God bless him. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? Listen, I want y'all to hear this. Did y'all know God is not healing anymore? He's already healed you. He's not baptizing you in the Holy Spirit. He's already baptized you. You're running behind. You got to catch up to get God's spiritual blessings. You got to catch up to get healed in your body. You got to catch up to get your mind right. You got to catch up to get your business right. You got to catch up because thousands of years, the price has been paid for your spiritual life, your health life, your mental life, your financial life, your relationship life, your sex life, your money life. It has already been paid. God, through Jesus, is not doing anything else until he comes again. So y'all need to stop praying, God, heal my body. He's already healed your body. You need to go get your healing. It's already been paid. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? All you're doing is catching up with what God has already given you. And unto him that is able. Okay, let's go on. Zero goals lead to default living. Everybody say default living. This is how most of my friends live their life. Now, I don't run with them. I love them. Because if I got rid of everybody, I wouldn't have no friends. So y'all here with me. Even the crazy ones I got around me, I don't get rid of them. I mean, now, if they're doing something illegal, immoral, and unethical, I move away. Are you all here with me? But here's how people live their lives in your family, your wife, your husband. Let me just bring it on home. This is how your wife live. This is how you live many times, because I'm talking to 80% of you. That's the majority of Americans. So I'm speaking to the majority of Americans right now. Are y'all here with me? Zero goals lead to default living. It's a default mindset. What is a default living? When a person does not focus on what they want in life, by default, they get what they don't want. Did y'all get it? All this is in writing for everybody. We got a ebook PowerPoint for everybody. Y'all can get a copy of this so y'all can follow along. I'm telling you right now, when you're not focusing on what you don't want in life, guess what? Every time you fail, every time stuff don't go right in your life, you're living a default life. Because that's not how we should live. That's not how God intended for us to live. Are you all here with me? Who else do we have on Facebook? Default living people who follow the crowd with zero vision for themselves. There's people that follows the crowd. Man, I don't follow Democrats and Republicans. I don't follow none of that stuff. Oh, y'all follow your party. Look at our condition. You follow your party, and look at the condition of Cincinnati right now. For those who have followed their party. Look at the inner city and the people who's in the majority of the party. Look at the highest poverty rate and unemployment look at our school system, because many of y'all followed the crowd because you all think if I hire a superintendent, they can turn around all of the failures we got. No, you got default living because your goals are not clear. Cincinnati Public Schools need to get some clear goals about what you want to do, and you can't do it just through a superintendent of public schools. We all got to be on the front line, educating our kids and turning the school system around. Let's go on, everybody. Default living. Who else do we have? Others have joined us already. Dr. Ann Barrage. Dr. Ann, thank you for sending that great money in today. Thank you for your act of kindness. You don't have to give a dime to this church, but you have demonstrated your acts of kindness. And by doing that, you bless so many other people. And thank you, Dolores Reese, for your acts of kindness and your financial giving. Thank you, Rochelle Bankhead, for your acts of kindness and your love and your appreciation. Thank you, Dr. Michelle Graves, for your act of kindness. Spring Perry, thank each and every one of y'all. We got 9 shares. Let's get them up to 12 right now. Can we do that? Go on and share right now. Demetra, share. Everybody's setting our share. Everybody keep sharing. Get the word out. Let's go back. Default living, just letting things happen as they go. Have y'all ever met people like that? Me and my brother was having fun the other day, and he was singing a song. It was a song, I'm just living from day to day. His eyes is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me. And this is how people live, and they do that for 30 years, and they in spiritual decline, health decline, because they putting it all on God. His eyes is on the sparrow, and I just live from day to day. Now, there are times that we meditate from day to day, but what most people are doing here, they ain't doing no work. Okay, let's go on. Just letting things. People who live in their comfort zone, people who fail to live, default mindset. 80% of Americans wake up every morning without goals or a life plan. So that wife you with, that you're sleeping with, just wake up. She ain't got no goals. 80% of them. Now, you can't, everybody at Renew and the Masterclass can't say you in the 20%. That's not true. Because if you were, I probably wouldn't be teaching this message. Because even Adam recognized he wasn't there. So he asked me to teach it. Default mindset. Here's how you know you live in a default mind. You got an unfocused life. You have not resolved your childhood trauma. You got emotional unhappiness, and you focus on things that don't even mean anything. There's a guy who's a cussing preacher. I'm going to tell you, though, I like him. You say, Winburn, you like all these people that do all this dirt, and they dirty? No, what I like about him, he's being real. He says he's not cursing people. He cusses. And he said his father and mother been cussing all his life. And then when I listened to his whole video, the guy loves Jesus. So you all here with me? But he was just trying to be himself. That's the culture he came out of. He doesn't understand anything. And then guess what? Because you're blaming other people and putting other people down, and guess what? Because you spend all your time focusing on things that you don't even want. If you don't like what the cursing preacher is saying, shut your mouth and leave him alone. I like the cursing preacher. I'm not saying I like what he's cursing about, but I like him. He's out there. He's trying to change the world. And by the way, when you get 7 million people to view your teaching, then you may have something to say. 7 million folk visit, because one lady said, listen to this cursing preacher. And guess what? She thought she was going to hurt him, and it turned it around, and 7 million people looked at it. Did y'all hear? Because, see, you meant it for his evil, and God turned it to his good. That's why I want to say to the superintendent of public schools, they may mean it for your evil, but God's going to turn it to your good. Are y'all here with me? So introduction, let's go. Take a look at your current results before you write your 2024 goals. Y'all ready to look at our stuff? Let's take a look at our stuff for a moment. Can y'all do that? How many of y'all are having fun already in the mastermind class? Boy, I know I have. This is a mastermind class. If you're looking for a sermon, click. You don't need to be on this channel. This is a mastermind class. Now, for example, let's take a look at your marriage goals for the future and the results that you are looking for in a high-valued man or woman. You say, Winburn, you always throw in something in all relationships. Well, that's what most people talk to me about. 3 main things. Ready? sex, which is, I love talking about sex, money, I have no problems talking about money, and relationships. These are the relationships that I have with most of my high-value friends. Is that right, brother? Even that young man sitting over there talks about it. Are you all here with me? For example, take a look at the marriage, your marriage goals. Some of y'all want to get married. Lift your hands. How many of y'all want to get married out there? Lift your hands. Take a look at your marriage goals and results that you are looking for in a high-valued man or woman. Let's go on. What high-value men want in a high-value woman for marriage goals and results? I'm putting it in writing now. I finally put it in writing for you. I snuck this in because I want us to look at ourselves. If you're going to write goals around marriage, you need to know what you really, really want in a woman. This is what high-value men say they want in a high-value woman. Now, this is what they're saying. Don't get mad at me as I edit this. Are y'all with me? This is what men saying. They want a balanced estrogen, testosterone woman. That means they want her to be feminine with a little masculinity, and it has to be balanced. Did y'all get it? The next thing these men saying, they want a woman that's easy to deal with. Is that right? Lift your hands. How many men in the auditorium want a woman that you could, and see, please understand, don't get mad at me. Some of y'all thinking that we're teaching against women. Look, shut your mouth. Ain't nobody teaching against nothing. You need to learn something. This is what men are saying that they want, and you're not going to tell a man that he wants a difficult woman to work with. You ought to be quiet. It's none of your business. If people in America would tend to their business, we'll have a better America. It's none of your business. This is what high-value men say they want. No, he ought to want a tough woman. That ain't what he wants. Not high-valued men. Now, these low-value men will take anything, as long as it's breathing. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? He don't care if you're half dead. That's right. Y'all ready? Let's go. Balance. They want a balanced estrogen, testosterone woman. They want a woman easy to deal with, and they want a woman to support his vision. This is what a high-value man wants. If you're not a high-value woman and want this, then you just don't marry a guy like that. How many of you understand? Next one is they want a woman who has a life plan and goals. Now, I come out of a church that says that the husband's goals and objectives is the woman's only ministry. That is utterly crazy. Because what about the woman who's a royal priesthood? What about her priesthood? What about her sonship? What about her relationship with God? And you do that if you want to. And next thing you know, when he died, you ain't got no Social Security, no pension plan, no nothing, because his vision was your vision. Yeah, I know of a situation right now, so sad, a man of God died, had nothing left for his family. They around asking for money. A woman who has a life plan and goals, a woman who's financially stable. Why would a man want a woman who's financially stable? Think about it for a moment. Because that man knows if he's got plenty of money, this woman is marrying me because she wants me to take care of her. Let me tell y'all right now, there are no high-valued men that I know of and that many know of that want to take care of any woman financially. That shouldn't be the sole situation. Now, I know you all use the Bible. Oh, it's a man who's worse than an infidel. Y'all got that scripture all wrong. Look, it is good if that man is financially stable, that woman ought to be financially stable. Ain't nobody going to marry no broke woman. I'm telling you, or broke man. See, I got to put both of them in there. Did I handle that okay, Chuck? They don't want to do that. And some women said, I want to marry a man so he can take care of me. Is there many men out there want to do that now? I don't know too many. When I came up in my day, we were taught that. I was taught. My wife didn't have to have a dime because I had the plan. I had a 7-year plan, 14, 20, 21, 28-year plan. That was my plan. So I took care of her. But you don't have too many men like me no more. They ain't going to do that. And if I had to do it again, I'm sorry. I ain't taking care of no woman like that. I put my time in. Me and Colleen, we get together 43 years. And somebody said, you want to do 43 with me? Hello, no. And matter of fact, how much money you got? I ain't got none. Well, first of all, you disqualified already. Did you hear what I'm saying? Oh, we having fun already, everybody. Can y'all have some fun? Let's have some fun. Are you ready? You know we having fun, right? Okay, and then these men want women who have resolved their childhood trauma and have zero drama, and they want, y'all ready? They want emotionally happy women. This is what high-value men want. Now, I'm going to get to the women in a minute, so please, it's going to be equal. All of y'all equal rights, I support it. I want y'all to have y'all's rights. I want y'all to be able to do everything we men can do. I'm one for that. Y'all can have everything. Did y'all hear for me? I'm for women. I'm pro-women. Are y'all here with me? Let's go on. These men want emotionally happy women, and they want a woman who's going to have fun. Brother, ain't nothing like having a woman where you could have fun 24 hours, even during times of challenges. You can turn that negative situation into fun. Brother, if you're going to, ooh, Lord, don't ever let me get free again. It's going to be about fun, 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 fun. And they want a woman that has zero sexual problems. If you got any problems, don't apply up here. Well, I'm not available anyway, so you don't apply here. You got problems. Oh, I did this. Somebody did this to me when I was young. I am the wrong candidate for you. Did y'all hear it? Because you start out with all that in the marriage, you're going to have all that in the marriage. Is this pretty good? Here's what men. Now, here's what women want. What high-value women want in a high-value man for marriage as they're setting their goals. We're still dealing with goals, right? I had to throw this in here to just have some fun. Here's what women want. They want a balanced testosterone slash estrogen. They don't want, now this is what high-value women saying. They don't want men with a lot of estrogen. This is what they tell me, high-value women. Now, low-value folk, they'll take anything. Just give it to me, I'll straighten him out in the meantime. Just give me a man, I'll straighten him out. Well, y'all here with me. And y'all know what the cussing preacher would say. He'd say something else. Now you want a good man. You done been all over the world. Now you want a good man. I ain't going to tell you what he said because I'll get myself in trouble. So here's what these women want. Is this women? They want a balanced testosterone, estrogen man. They don't want a macho man. That's not what they're looking for. Because that man is hiding something. That man, there's something ain't right about that man when he's trying to be macho. Okay. They want a man with a 7, 14, 21, 28-year life plan. That's what they want in a man. They don't want to, not high-value women are not marrying men without a written plan. And high-valued men, ain't nowhere in the world, I like to use myself, but because you say, well, Winburn, would you do this for yourself if you were not married and you had to do something over again? I would do just what's on here. Ain't nowhere in the world would I marry a woman that don't have a 7, 14, 21, 28-year plan. Because she should have her plan because I want to support her too. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? Next one is a woman wants an easy man to deal with. Ain't nothing like dealing with a man that has not resolved his childhood trauma. Is that right? And you want a man that is emotionally happy. Marry a man that's not emotionally happy and see what happened to your life and see what miserable life you will have. Women wants to know where the man is taking her in the marriage. Where are you taking that? They want to know, where, if I marry you, where am I going? Am I going into poverty? Am I going to lose my home? Are we going to pay our rent? Or do I have to be with you all the time because you were so messed up with your unresolved issues? And I just hope, let me go on, y'all. Let me finish. They want a man that is financially stable. These high-value men don't want to marry no broke men. If you're high value, if you're low value, you'll settle for anything. If he's on welfare, I'll take him as long as he's a man. As long as he got breath and britches, I'll take him. Just give me a man. He'd have been everywhere. And now you want to marry a good man. Oh, here's a woman. She says she wants a man that has zero sexual problems. It's nothing like marrying a guy, got all these sex problems. Is that right? Got all these problems. She don't want that. She wants a man that's fun, where she could have fun with him 24 hours a day. Oh, Winburn, can't nobody live like that. You ought to at least try. You ought to try to wake up every morning emotionally happy. You ought to try every morning waking up laughing. Let's go on. We got to move on. They want a man that has resolved their childhood trauma and zero drama. Did y'all get that? Obama. Oh, y'all here with me? So I just had to rhyme. Just rhyme a little bit. By the way, next week, come on back. Get rid of all of your soulmates. It's not good for your health or your wealth. We're going to show you how to get rid of them next week. How's that? Okay, let's go on. Take a look at your current results in your life, and you'll know how you're feeling. Take a look at the results of your life, and you know how you're believing. Take a look at your results in the life, and you will know what you've been recording in your memory. Take a look at your results in your life, and you know what you have been vibrating. Take a look at your results in your life. And when you are feeling bad and sick and sad, you are not in a very good vibration or frequency. The worst time to talk with people, and I'm going to say to all my friends, all of you all that's listening to me, do not call me when you're feeling bad and sick and sad. I'm not the person to call, because you will lower my vibrations. That's why we have a clinical psychologist on staff, so you can go to them. I am not one of, Winburn, you're a pastor. No, I'm not. I'm a life coach. Well, where's that in the Bible? It ain't in there. Are y'all here with me? Because if it's in there, you can hold me accountable. It ain't in there. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? Let's go on. This is pretty good. So when you are feeling good, call me. When you're feeling good and emotionally happy, you are carrying a good vibration of frequency. Call me. Give me a call. Call me, Kim. Call me, Gray Wolf. Call me, Dan. But when you're feeling bad, don't call me. I got a clinical psychologist, and they didn't put my stuff up here today on our clinical psychologists and all the stuff we use. But we have a clinical psychologist on staff that you could call, and that's Dr. John Thomas. Let's go on. If you are not in a good place in your spiritual health, mental, financial, business, family, or marriage, you are carrying a negative vibration or frequency. So you want to know why you had those divorces, or why whatever happened? Is because one or both parties was carrying a negative frequency. Okay? Next one is, take a look at the results of your life, and you know what you have been feeling. When you are not laughing and happy and having fun, joyful, peaceful, and smiling most of the time, you are carrying a negative vibration of frequency. What I am convinced that you can have in your marriage relationships, your dating relationships, and your fellowship relationships, you can have all this. This is what I aspire to have with all of my friends. Now, it's difficult sometimes because they say, Winburn, you need to act serious sometime. But if I go serious, that means they're carrying a negative vibration. And they want me to get in on, well, my mama died. Well, let's laugh about that. God bless her. She's saved. She's going to heaven. She loved the Lord. We ought to just thank the Lord. I don't feel like doing that. Well, hang up. Don't call me back after the funeral, will you? No, people are crazy, and they want you to carry on their negative vibrations and pull your negative vibrations down because they're so unhappy at that time. No, that's why when people, relatives and people that I know that pass, I don't tell everybody because it's a sad thing to tell them. But there's some people, when people die, they love to call everybody and tell everybody, did you know he died? She died. They died. And they love that stuff. But they won't call you and say, oh, he's living. I never had anybody call me and says, guess what? Adam is laughing. He's having fun. Kim has got joy. She's smiling. You don't hear nobody calling you about that. But they want to call you with all that mess, and they want you to pray for them. Well, just tell me what you want to pray for, but I don't have to listen to all of those low vibrations and negative stuff. Go to your pastor. Well, you are my pastor. No, I'm not. I'm trying to help y'all. Y'all got it wrong. Go to our clinical psychologist. His name is Dr. John Thomas. Is that pretty good, everybody? See, because I've been through 3,000 counseling sessions. I know how it can mess you up. Man, when I would come out of these counseling sessions here at Renew, I was nutty as a fruitcake. Brother, I felt like I wanted to go out there and break dance, smoke some marijuana, go to Club 29. I want to do something, brother. Because listen, I said, Jesus, even the Bible tells us to take heed what we hear. Very seldom, I've been married almost 43 years, have my wife ever heard me talk, I'm sick, I'm broke, I'm poor, I'm down. Never come out of my mouth. Now, I may say something, hey, I'm going to the hospital and check out this little pain, but that's about it. I don't get into the details. Oh, Jesus. I wonder if I'm dying. I wonder if I'm, all that stuff brings people's, and then you want people to listen to all that stuff. Ready? That's why I don't let people give me pastoral anniversaries. Because guess what? If they give you all that money, they expect you to be a slave to them when they call you with all that negative stuff. Let's go on. Give zero attention to what you don't want. Is that pretty good, everybody? Give zero attention. You like that zero? There you go. Let's go on. So when you are laughing and happy and having fun and joyful, most of the time you are carrying a positive vibration. Raise your positive 60-second vibrations. Raise your emotions and link your daily goals. When you do your goals, we're getting ready to do our goals now. Link your daily goals to fun, laughter, smiling, joy, peace, and optimism. When can y'all do that? I got to smoke me some dope to do it. Yeah, you may have to, I got to smoke some marijuana. Maybe you have to do that till you get there. Maybe that's all you got right now. But after a while, you're going to get addicted to the marijuana. Well, maybe I got to drink me a glass of wine to get there. Maybe temporarily for a few days. But, brother, you got to get there. Did y'all get it? I'm trying to give you some liberty. I'm trying to get you to a place of fun. When are you going to start having fun in your life and laughter in your life and smiling in your life and joy in your life and peace in your life and optimism in your life instead of all this morbid stuff and melancholy stuff and dead stuff and somebody's dying and all this crazy stuff? Train your emotions every 60 seconds and use the 60-day Focus Life calendar. End your day with positive vibrations, fun, and oh, by the way, and laughter. We're going to try to hurry up here. Fun and laughter and smiling and joy and peace and optimism. By the way, everyone, I'm going to tell y'all right now, is people still with us? How many holding on? Are they really holding on? Let me tell y'all, I need to finish this because I don't want to come back next week and talk about this because next week I got to show you how to get rid of your soulmates. So I got to spend all my time on helping you to get people out of your life next week. Is that okay? So can I finish this? Let me just finish. In your day with positive vibrations of fun, laughter, smiling, joy, peace, and optimism. Do y'all know what I do? Here's something here. I got 100% pure orange. And I got lavender, orange, lemon. I put that all on my bed. I even got pure cinnamon. This is cinnamon powder. Just to smell all of that stuff before I go to bed and get me in a position of laughter and smiling and thanking God for a wonderful day. That's how I end my day. With all these oils, brother, smelling good. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? Let's go on. A guide to creating your 7 to 14, 21, 28-year plan. Chuck, I did all your work for you on this. By the way, if everyone would download this in color, take it to Staples, download it in black and white, then you can fill out the blanks on your plan here that I'm going to show you. You may want to print this out in black and white so you can have your whole package. Are y'all with me? Have all of it. Let's go on. Spiritual life goal 2024. Here's a goal. Everybody may want to consider having your spiritual life goal. This is what you do. You write spiritual life goal 2024. And you can write the spiritual life goal out for the next 28 years. Then what is the next thing you do? Then you write a statement about your life goal. What do you want? God, better connection with God or my divine source. Is this going to be good? Why, stay with me, brother, on this one. Stay with me on this. Y'all better stay with me on this one. Then you write a statement that says better connection with God or divine source. Then you got to ask the question, how are you going to do it? Here it is, action step. I gave you one example. Prayer and fasting 3 times a week. And you write out. See those other little things? That's why if you download this in black and white, you could write on this. Did y'all get it? Your plan is already written for you. It's your PDF plan. Now, let's go to the next one. Now, what about your health goal for 2024? You're going to write out a health goal. Now, then you're going to write a statement. What do you want? I want better functioning heart and lungs and kidney and weight loss. Now we're going to ask you how you're going to do it. Ready? How you going to do it? I'm going to get on the treadmill 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. By the way, right now I'm on the treadmill 7 days a week. 35, 40 minimum. Most of my calorie workout is 800 to 900 a day. Did y'all get it? It's just pretty good, Chuck. Give this to your family and your kids. And everybody in Cincinnati Public Schools should have this. Every college and university. I need to walk them through all this. But if you notice what I had to do first, I had to break down your vibrations and get you prepared to write this thing. Let's go now. What about your mental health? Everybody needs to have down there clinical psychologists. Everybody I know, I don't care who you are, need to have a clinical psychologist. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? And we got one on staff here. Dr. John Thomas is on staff here. I mean, we don't make no money from it. He go to his office. Mental health. Everybody needs to watch your mental health because you only a thin line from going crazy. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? Peace. Here, what do you want on your mental health? Look at this. Peace of mind and feel better. Do you not know if you have peace of mind and feel better, you will not lose your mind? Did y'all hear? The people that lose their mind, unless something, they had 5%, by the way, 5% of all the DNA and genetic conditions is due to they were born that way. Everybody else has created this stuff. Most of your mental illness, 95% of it, you created it. Unless you're a part of the damaged DNA, damaged genetics, you're a part. Some people say, well, I'm part of the 5%. Oh, no, you're not. You got crazy because you were unfocused life, unresolved childhood trauma, and you were emotionally unhappy all of your life, and you never did nothing about your life, and you don't have a life plan for your life, and that's why your mind is messed up. So here's a statement. Oh, how are you going to do it? Peace of mind and feel better. How are you going to do it? I'm going to use Winburn's 30-day focus life calendar daily. That's one example. And then guess what? You could fill in the blank. What other stuff? I just gave you an example. I just showed you how to write a 50-year plan if you want to do it. Y'all ready for the next one? Financial goal. Ooh. None of y'all have any financial goal. That's why you're broke. You can't get no money to the church. You ain't got nothing. You're on fixed income. You're on Social Security. You're limited. You're limited beliefs and nothing. You ain't got nothing. And you wanted somebody to marry you. I can see why you want somebody to marry you. You ain't got no money. Not high value, man. We can get you married. I was married now. I'm going to get you married. He won't be able to take care of you. Ain't got no money. Both of you broke. Financial goal. Attract more money. Isn't that a good goal? How are you going to attract more money? Here's how you're going to do it. How am I going to do it? Oh, Chuck Futel, come up here. I got you in my message. Come on up here, Chuck. Come on. Meet with Chuck Futel to discover investment opportunities. Just take 60 seconds and tell him what you do. Get him a mic. Come on in the frame. Come on in the frame, young man. Okay. Come on in.
All right.
They can't see you.
Yep, here we go.
There you go. Come on in. Come on some more. There you go. Tell them what you do. So here's financial goals. How you going to attract more money? Tell them, you make millionaires. Tell them what you do.
So what I do is I help make people millionaires. but they have to start off with a goal.
That's good.
They have to start off with a goal, and then all I do is I just hold them to what they tell me that they want.
Here's your financial goal:
The
attract
financial
more
goal.
money.
Attract more money.
Now, how you gonna do it?
You have to meet with me and discover investment opportunities, and you have to stay open-minded, and then God will bless you. He's going to open up doors for you to help you do the things you
And
want
you
to
do insurance, you set
I
up
do
trust,
insurance,
you do all
I
kinds
trust,
of stuff.
Investment, all different types of tools, tax shelters. We do it all.
Yeah. You know, he didn't know he was going to be in my message today, did you?
I sure did.
Yeah. You want to tell him how to reach you? Give your phone number.
The way in which you reach me is real simple. 513-374-9917. That's my cell phone number.
Slow down again. Get it to him again.
513-374-9917.
Yeah. And if you just got $100, you get started, right?
That's right.
Yeah, we show you how to do this, you all. I'm telling you, you don't have no goals. You're going to be pinching pennies and throwing dimes on your life, all your life, on Begging Boulevard over on Grumbling Alley. No, you all here with me. Here's financial goals. Come on, everybody, let's go. Let's finish up. How you going to do it? Meet with Chuck. And then I got those other little check places where you just write in. Is that pretty good? Next thing, relationship goal. Okay, love and trust again. You want to love and trust again. I know some of y'all been married 5 and 6 times, 8, 9, whatever it is. Doesn't matter. I mean, you know, it's fine. But guess what? You can love and trust again. I tell people, if you got to marry 20 times till you get it right, get it right. Did you right for you? And then here you go. How you going to do it? Here's your goal. I want to love and trust again. So what do you want to do? I'm going to read Charlie Winburn's PowerPoint on 17 red flags on relationship. My daughter, I think Charlene, somebody told me, Daddy, we can't do all that. Somebody said, ooh, that's a lot of stuff to do. I said, it'll keep you out of trouble. It'll keep you from marrying these crazy men and men all psycho. And anybody, look, I'm telling you, maybe every now and then I'm still trying to work through it. Stay off the internet trying to get you a man. Stay off the internet trying to get you a woman. These people are carrying disease in their mouth, in their teeth, in their areas of their life. I'm telling you, I want to scare y'all to stop this stuff. They're carrying stuff, and you go with them, and next day, 3 weeks down the road, or 6 weeks, you got a disease on you that Jesus can't get off of you. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? So y'all need to be, I don't know how you could put your life. It's enough just knowing somebody, trying to create a relationship with them, and then somebody hiding on the internet. My God. Did you get your women off the internet? Okay. Might as well, but the way they've been acting, might as well. Okay, Linda Matthews, God bless you. She's one of the great trustees at Central State. God bless you, Linda. You're so beautiful. You're one of my dearest friends. And Charles Wiley, one of my dearest friends. Is this helpful for everybody? Okay, and then let's go on. Career goal, 20. So what is the statement? You want a better job or employment? That's fine. Okay, then here it is. Attend Harvard Business School to upgrade your education. See how I even gave you an example how to do it. So here's what you do. Look at it again. You come up with your statement. Career, they're already here. Career, I've already written them for you. Career goal. And then you say, what do you want? Just a little statement. Better job or employment. Nothing heavy. Somebody got to write a history book. You ain't going to do that stuff. Just a few words. And then, how you going to do it? I'm going to attend Harvard Business School to upgrade my education. Let's go on. Business goal 2024. What is your business goal? Okay, you got some stuff. You want to increase contracts and better customers. Well, you always ask yourself the question, how am I going to do it? I'm going to study for life and health insurance license. And by the way, Chuck can offer that. Anybody want to expand your contracts and customers and you want to start another division of your business, you could go to Chuck. You'll help them get their license. And there's a lot of money in life insurance. I made a lot of money in it early on, and then I got fired from Lincoln National because I created a creative concept, and I I sent it all over the United States to insurance companies, and every insurance company wanted to hire me. Lincoln National found out about it and fired me. But guess what happened? They fired me. Y'all ready? They fired me on a Thursday. On Friday, I had a new job with Aetna. I didn't care about that. I just moved on out. Are y'all with me? So, okay, next one is, okay, let's go on. Self-appreciation. You got to have some stuff in there for yourself. Where are your goals for you? Self-appreciation. Focus on loving self first. You don't love yourself first if you're on crack cocaine and smoking cocaine and dope and excessive alcohol. You don't love you ain't taking care of yourself. Cocaine ain't your friend. Dope ain't your friend. Are y'all here with me? And then look at it. How are we going to do it? I'm going to purchase a new, myself. Oh, by the way, this is me. I'm going to purchase a new $8,500 bed to improve my sleep. There's a bed, costs $8,500. You said, Winburn, that's a car payment. I got a bed I can sell you for $1,000. Don't want your bed. Got bed bugs. Don't want them. No. Did y'all hear what I'm saying? Oh, he's spending all that money on himself? See, because it's called self-appreciation. Because you don't appreciate yourself. You don't deserve an $8,500 bed. Boy, they got some beds. I looked at one for $15,000. That thing did everything. It moved, it shook, vibrated, everything, brother. And I said, no, that's a little too much drama for me. Are you with me? And but the bed is $8,500. And what helped me sleep better. Is that pretty good? Let's go to the next one. Self-love goal. Come on, we're wrapping up. Come on, self-love goal. Y'all ready, everybody? Make a statement. So what do you want? I want to love myself. I want to love self first and better. So what are we going to do? Here's what I've done. Action step. Purchase essential oils and inhale to relax lavender, lemon. I got several of them, you all. Oh, my God. Oh, come here, Kim. Oh, Lord. Smell this. Woo! I feel sanctified. Smell that. Doesn't that smell good? Get up here and let them see you. Smell it. Doesn't it smell good? Fabulous. Come on in the thing. How's it smell?
It smells wonderful.
Is that good? When you around me, do I smell good? When you around me, do I smell? No, you can't take that, sister. Okay. No, but okay. God bless you. How much money you got? Okay. God bless you, Kim. But look, this is you heard what I said. How much money you got? Didn't ask how she looked. How much money you got? Okay. But this is oil, essential oils, and I sleep with that. Look what lavender. I throw all that on the bed. It's all about love, self first, and better. Let's go. We're through, you all, believe it or not. Let's go. And then here are 8 steps. 2 minutes, and we're going off the air. 8 steps toward self-mastery. Remember that scripture I gave you up front where Apostle Paul talked about self-mastery? Everybody, when you put together your life plan and your life goals, guess what? You have just created for yourself mastery. You have mastered your situation in life, and here are the areas you're going to like. Look what it says. Every man that striveth for the mastery. Y'all ready? We're going to give you, who said this? Apostle Paul. Is that right, Chuck? Look what he said. Every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, or we're going to do it to get an incorruptible crown. We can ready to go off the air, everybody. Here's some things. Dan, give this to Donna, where she lays out her 7-year plan, 14-year, 28. It's easy to write a 28-year plan. You don't have to have 28 sheets of paper to do that. You could just take the same stuff I got here and design it for the next 7, 21, 28. Here it is. When you have a life plan and life goals, you've just mastered life. You've just got, and it's not the word in control of your life, you are now able to vibrate energy for those areas. Look at this mastery. You got to master your mind. When you got a life goal and you've got goals, you will master your mind. Show me somebody that mastered their mind, and I'll show you somebody that's got a 7, 14, 21, 28-year plan. Show me a person. Show me a person that has even got a year plan, and I'll show you a person that is on the way to mastering their mind. Then you got to master your health. Did y'all get this? Won't y'all say, I got to master my health? Hey, again, Dan, thank you for your acts of kindness and your offerings that you give to bless the church and tithes. Okay, you got to master your health. Nobody's going to do this for you. You can't even leave your life up to your doctor. I got to study my doctor. Hey, I appreciate my doctor. I got a great doctor, Dr. Kent Robinson. Guess what? I appreciate his advice. I study my own stuff. I take charge of my own life. And he told me, I wish I had more clients like you would come in. And he's not intimidated by, you can't put all your confidence, you can't put any confidence. Matter of fact, the Bible talks about really not having confidence in men anyway. I mean, we appreciate the crafts they're in, but you got to master your health. Ain't nobody going to do this but you. You got to look out for you. You got to research and study. Okay, then you got to master your relationships. Because if you don't master your relationships, the wrong relationship will mess you up for life. And I tell young men, especially about having babies. I tell young men about having babies. Do you not know it takes $500,000 from the time you have that baby to that baby's 18 years old to take care of that baby? So you got to master your relationships. If you don't master your relationships, and especially you men having all these children and stuff, guess what's going to happen to you? Or women too. You're going to end up being broke, spending all your money on child support and all this other stuff. Let me tell you, it takes a lot to raise a child. And I'm pro-child. I'm pro-baby. Oh, y'all want y'all say, I'm pro-baby. All this other stuff people talking about, oh, they pro-life and all that. I even got away from terms like that. I'm pro-baby. Oh, y'all with me? I'm pro-children. I'm pro-women. Oh, y'all here with me? I'm pro-women. Okay? You got to master your emotional intelligence. By the way, I'm getting ready to read a book. I'm going to start tonight. It's called Just Got It by Bradbury. I have a, Dr. Travis Barrett, I have a certificate in whole brain training. I think I paid, $6,000, $7,000 for that. Emotional intelligence training, I paid about $9,000 for that. And the new book that just came out called Change Your Habits, Change Your Life, Emotional Intelligence Habits, a powerful new way to increase your emotional intelligence by Dr. Travis Bradbury. So I have that. Also, I think, I don't know how much that costs, $18,000, a little less. I have a certificate in authentic leadership from Harvard Business School. Because I have to master my emotional intelligence. You can't say anything to everybody because you create a vibrational brand that is negative. And when you can't, even me, I've cleaned up my language a little bit in the master class. Now, I'm going to still say a few crazy things, but I cleaned it up. Are you all with me? You got to master your education. You got to go back. Who did I hear this morning? Was it Dan? You got to do continuous education. Actually, the mastermind class is continuous education. Is that right, Aisha? Prophet Bernard Jordan and a brother named, what's that brother's name? Larry Reed. They got a little video out. We was going to show it. We didn't have time. A little video out that says all these uneducated pastors in the pulpit that have never went back and got continuous education. And he says, guess what? The congregations have dumbed down people. You're as dumb as many of the pastors that are in the pulpit. Not all the pastors, but you know what I'm saying, because they have not reschooled themselves or retooled themselves, and they have not done continuous education. Every year I do about 25, 30 hours of continuous education. Probably more than that. I can't even put the hours on it. Next one is you got to master your execution. If it's going to get done, it's going to be up to you. It says, be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. Do you execute stuff? Do you follow up and follow through and get stuff done? That's one thing I like about Brother Hill. He executes. He's got that mastery of execution. Now, he needs to get some other stuff in his life mastered, but he'll be fine. You know, y'all here with me. He got to get the other ones. Then you got to master your gratitude. Is this good, Chuck? You got to be thankful. Nobody has to do anything for you. You ought to just be thankful for for all that people do, and just have that gratitude, acts of kindness. And next one is you got to master your flexibility. If you're not a flexible person, you ought to not get married, because people are flexible now. They do all kinds of stuff in marriage now. And you got to be flexible to do. I ain't doing that. Don't get married. That's why a guy, whoever you're going to marry, need to make 100 some stuff that you think you could do or not do. Are y'all with me? And look at the list. And if you show me some stuff on there that I like doing, you go find somebody else. You ain't flexible. Are you all here with me? And you can screen out a lot of stuff up front, so you won't have no surprises in your relationship or surprises in marriage. Y'all need to talk about flexibility. You got to be flexible in everything, in your spiritual life, your health life, your mental life. You got to be flexible and open to new technology and innovation. You got to be flexible in your marriage, in your relationships. You got to be flexible in your business. You got to be open to new ideas. We're looking at a video wall, Chuck. Have you heard of video wall? You ain't heard of video wall. Well, we can bring hundreds of people together and teach here, right here, with a new video wall. I'm looking at a video wall. I'm always looking at what new innovative things we can do to enhance and reach more people. Are you all here with me? We haven't even launched our YouTube yet. We haven't even launched our Facebook yet. The time will come. We're just right now in proof of concept. So let's go on. Last one. Oh, wait, that's it. Master your flexibility, everybody. That's it. Guess what? I pray that tomorrow morning you not be of the 80% of Americans who wake up with zero plans. Is this you? I pray it's not you. Well, it's up to you if you get through. What we're ready to give now is called Acts of Kindness. This is our opportunity for acts of kindness. If you want to be kind to Renew Community Church, and do you not know by being kind, it increases your serotonin, it increases your oxytocin, it just increases your hormones, your chemistry. You'll feel better about life when you are a blessing to others. So if you would like to be a blessing to help us to continue our mastermind class each Sunday, and 3 easy ways to give. Next Sunday, you're going to have to hear the mastermind class, and that's why we do 60 to 70 minutes, 75 minutes, because it's a mastermind class. This is not a Sunday school class. It's not a sermon. It's not a teaching. It's just what it is. It's a mastermind class. It's more instructional. And so next week it's going to call Get Rid of All of Your Soulmates. Did y'all hear me? Y'all got to let the word get out in the community. I'm telling you, a lot of folk will listen to this next Sunday. It's not good for your health or your wealth. Learn how to attract the right person. Here's how you can do it today. Sunday Connect Circle as we get ready to go off the air. You can give if you would like to give. Let me get all the way here. SundayConnectCircle.org/give. Thank you for giving, for those who give there. Thank you for the Cash App givers. If you want to do an act of kindness today and be a financial blessing to us, you can give Cash App. You can also mail your money in. Thank you, Ann Barrage. Thank you, Dolores Reese. Thank you for Aisha. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Chuck, and others who give on a consistent basis. We are most appreciative to each and every one of you. Online PayPal, again, and if you want to have some act of kindness today, you can use our Cash App, or you can do it by mail. And guess what? We're getting ready to go off the air. Tell your friends to join us. By the way, you can receive a copy of today's ebook. PowerPoint is available. Linda Matthews said she wanted one. Make sure I'll give you her email after, and we can send that to her. Next week's message, we normally don't announce them because we don't have them. We're just blessed to have the message, and it's going to be next week. Dr. Hill, hopefully you'll listen. Get rid of all your soulmates, and it's not good for your health or your wealth. Is that pretty good? It's gonna. I'm gonna tell you. You say, well, man, he's telling people get rid of their wives. Yes, I'm telling you, get rid of your wife. Get rid of your husband, get rid of your children, get rid of the cat, the dog, anybody that you call a soulmate. Doesn't matter. And once you hear the message, you're going to say, wow, that makes a lot of sense. Okay? And, okay, we'll see you next week. Until we meet again, may the Lord God bless you real good.
I am Charlie Winburn, your life coach, with Renew Community Church right here in the city of Cincinnati. And I wished above all things that you prosper and be in good health even as your soul prospers. Did you know that you are both human and divine, and that you deserve to live a better life in Christ right here on earth? Our messages are practical, they are raw, they're fun, and they are focused on real issues as it relates to your spiritual life, health life, your mental life, your financial life, your relationship life, and even your business life and community life. Today, we have another real life application message designed especially for you and your family. Remember, before we get started today, you can learn more about Renew Community Church free life coaching by visiting our website, renewcommunitychurch.org, or you can listen to us every Sunday at 11:45 a.m. each Sunday on YouTube, Renew Community Church live stream, or reach me at 513-884-7832. I want you to join me now for another life-changing message with Charlie Winburn, your life coach, right here in the city of Cincinnati, Cincinnati, Ohio.